Hi, my name is Mrs. Perry, and today I'm going to teach you all about the three R's. They stand for reduce, reuse, and recycle. Now, first, reduce means to reduce the amount of waste you create. Second, reuse means to use an item more than once. And last, recycle means to use an old item that you were going to throw away and use it for a new purpose or take it to a recycling center for it to be used again. An example of reducing the amount of waste you create could mean saving energy by turning lights off that you aren't using if you're not in the room. Another example of reducing the amount of waste you create is making sure that faucets are not leaking or water is not running when you're not using it. So make sure those are off. Here are some examples of what you could do to reuse or repurpose household items. For example, jars. Now you can see I've reused some of these jars now to hold my pencils, and this one I use for when I'm painting or even to hold my paintbrushes. And sometimes I put water in there to rinse out my brushes. Now here's a great example you could do at home too with your extra jars. More ways that you can lower the amount of waste you create is by using reusable bags at the grocery store or in any occasion where you need to bring things. Another example would be to use reusable water bottles so that you can wash and reuse it over and over again. Last example of reducing the amount of waste I create at home is using my reusable utensils when I have my lunch. Not at home, I'll bring my reusable straw, my fork, my spoon. I even have chopsticks in here. And all of these items I can wash and use again. You should find some too that you can bring along for your lunch times. Here's my idea for recycling. I think it's really important that all households recycle their cans and bottles like we do in my home. And so with these water bottles and cans that we collect, we take them to the recycling center or in the recycling bins in our community. And that way these aluminum cans and the plastic bottles are reused again and repurposed for new items. They can be recreated into sweaters or new plastic toys so that plastic is not accumulated and just wasted and thrown into our oceans or our landfills. And now remember, here's my poster about saving the ocean. And I think it's really important that we recycle these items to create a safer and cleaner home for our animals in the ocean. Thanks so much for learning about the three R's with me. I hope you learned something and got some great examples that you could do in your home too.